Hey folks, I've had some requests from people over the last couple of years asking how to post pictures in inside pitch baseball game. I wanted to just do a video to show how to do that. It's pretty quick and simple, and you can get great results with it. As you can see, I've got a 1977 game up on the screen here of inside pitch baseball, San Francisco and Houston. First batter of the game is Daryl Thomas facing Joaquin Andujar. As you can see, there are no pictures here of the players showing up on the screen. I do have the pictures in the proper folder though, but they're not showing up in the game, and people say, why not? So let me go to my uh, location of where the game is. I got a Mac, but you can find it on your own computer. I go to C, Program Files 86, Inside Sports Games, Inside Pitch Baseball, Images, and Players. As you can see, all the players are here in this folder. That's where you place the photos. Now, where do you get the photos? I'll show you where to get those in just a minute. But as you can see, every player for 1977 is here. That first batter of the game was Daryl Thomas, and you can see here's Daryl Thomas's picture, and it's not showing up in the game. What's wrong is the way the picture is labeled doesn't match the way it is in the game. As you can see, it's Daryl underscore Thomas underscore 77 for 1977 season. It has to be in this format, Daryl space Thomas and nothing after that. That picture right there would show up in the game now. However, it would take an awful long time to go through each name here and change them to that format. So you don't want to spend all that time doing that. So let me put this back the way it was. And all the players have that underscore between the first and last name and then underscore 77. So we need to get rid of that. We want to do that all at once. So how do you do that? Well, let me go back, and you go online and you Google rename master. I use a program named Rename Master to do it. It looks like this. You'll find a list, and you find the one that says download.cnet.com, and then you have this page here, Rename Master. The version that you'd be downloading is version 3.12. I have 3.11 on my computer. Very little difference in the two. But you click it, click download, and get the program, and then you'll have it an icon on your computer. It looks like this, Rename Master. So what I want to do is go into Rename Master, open it up, and you're going to have a list of files and folders over here. Click Files and Folders at the bottom, so make sure that's highlighted. And then you got to go find where those pictures are. So I've got to do that by coming up here and then finding Drive C. I click the arrow and go down here and select Program Files 86. Then click that arrow and find Inside Sports Games. Click that arrow, find Inside Pitch Baseball, then Images, then Players. Now, all the files in that Players folder will show up here, but that's where the pictures have to be. Inside Sports Games, Inside Pitch Baseball, Images, then Players, and all the pictures has to be there. So we got to get rid of these underscores and the 77 in order to get to show up in the game. So we need to change that. Now the way to do that is to use these um, this area over here. The only one I use of all these 15 is number 6. I click replace, find and replace, and get this. Now the first thing I want to do is have the program find all underscores. So I'll click here and I click underscore. As you can see over here, the new name for these files, all these underscores have been deleted. Now I have Adrian Devine without a space and then 77. So we need a space between Adrian and Devine. So we want to replace the underscore with a space. So I'll come down here next to with. I click there and I hit the space bar once and I get that. Now we have a space between first and last name, and also a space between the last name and the 77. Now I want to go ahead and rename it to this first. So I'll click rename, and the program will start to work. As you can see down here, it's working. Now it's changed every file to this name. First name space, last name space 77. Now we have to get rid of the space 77 to have it in proper format for the game. So we delete these, backspace both of those, and then we want to replace the space 77. So I'm going to click here and go space bar 77, and now we have exactly what we want over here. I don't have to put anything else down here. If I put a period sign, then that's going to add another period. We don't want that. If I put a space bar here, that's going to add a space between the last name and the period sign. So we just leave that blank, and we're going to have this. So we click rename one more time, and now all my files have been renamed Adrian space divine.jpg. Every player first space last name.jpg. Now that's the way we want it for the inside pitch game. So we're done. We can close this program, and now we can go back and find the location of our players, images, players, and all the players have been renamed to the proper way of using it. Now we'll go back to the game, and the players still aren't showing up. Well, that's because we haven't gone to the next batter yet or anything. We could close the program, restart, and then they would show up, or I can just go ahead and do the first batter. As you can see, as soon as I clicked over here, the pictures automatically popped into view here. So Daryl Thomas grounds out to short here, and he's out, one down. The next batter, Rob Andrews, facing Andujar. Let's go ahead and do him. Ballpark roll, single, plus he ends up with a single. He's on at first. Bill Madlock's up now, and you have your pictures there. So that's how to do that. Very quick, very simple. Where to find the pictures. All right, let's go back to the internet, and we'll type in here pcballpark.com. That's a great website to get pictures. So we click on that, and we're up to this website. Now we want Major League Baseball photos, and any season you want, just about any season you want, you can get the pictures for that season. Let's say I wanted the 1970 season. I would click on 1970, and I can download that, and I would get the photos downloaded to my computer, and then I would have to unzip those photos into the proper place for the game to show up, and that would be back here where we were in the images players. You could take all these out and place the 1970 photos in there. Now, when you download from PC Ballpark, you're going to get the pictures in file format, where it's first name, then underscore, then last name. Let's see, no, we don't want all that. But anyway, it would look kind of like, Adrian divine.jpg. So you would go and rename master. It'd be very simple. You would just get rid of the underscore. You would replace the underscore with a space, and then you would click rename, and it would be done. So very simple. The ones from PC Ballpark do not have the underscore 77. That was from a different website. So, but I wanted to show you how to do that in case you got it from the website that has the year as well. So you can learn how to do both. But that's it. Pretty simple. If you have any questions about that, holler at me on the message board. but quick, simple way to get the pictures to show up in inside pitch baseball. Thank you.